1 out of 9 people go to bed at night without enough to eat. If you take it a little bit further, actually 1 out of 3 people in the world are malnourished. Hunger and malnutrition kills more people than malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS all combined. But the good thing, there is a solution, and it's food. It was like a dream come true, going from Chile to Wall Street in New York, one of the biggest financial institutions of the world, a job I felt really fulfilled from a professional point of view. Back in 2012, my mother was diagnosed with a very extreme form of leukemia. I was faced with an event that made you realize how fragile life is, and it made me think about, if today was my last day here on Earth, how would I measure my life? If today was my last day, would it be a great life? How was I using my skills to help other people? And I could not answer any of these questions, which made me quit my job and basically moved to doing something completely opposite. It wasn't easy. Like today I looked at it and it's like, yeah, everyone's like, congratulate you know, but at the moment it was pretty tough. I would say most of the people, especially the closer people to me, were like, are you really gonna do this? Why are you doing this? So I found the most remote and different place from New York that I could find, and that was Tanzania in Africa. I decided to spend 6 months and volunteer teaching English and math to elementary school students. They were so happy, and that at the same time made me so happy, and it made me realize the power of giving back. And during my time in Africa, I had to see face to face the reality of malnutrition and people suffering extreme hunger in this world. And the second thing that happened is that I was basically in my mosquito net on the internet, and I came across a video of Ironman Kona. Ironman Kona is the World Championships long distance triathlon. At that moment, I had very little idea what it was. But I remember watching that video of Ironman Kona and thinking, how can a human being do those distances and under those conditions? And something in my gut, in my heart told me, you have to do this race at some point in your life. So I started training triathlon and I started losing these pounds. And I started with the romantic idea of, well, what if the pounds I lost, I could give them to these kids in Africa? That's a little bit how Burn to Give was born in the process. And after 2 years, I qualified to represent Chile at the Ironman 70.3 World Championships. And to my surprise, and to the surprise of many others, I became a world champion runner-up in my age group in a sport that I had no idea or no clue 2 years back. So I set myself to do a full Ironman, and I finished that Ironman in a pretty good time, which allowed me to qualify for Kona, right? The race that had inspired me to start this at the beginning. In every training ride, in the back of my head was Burn to Give. You know, the food is out there, the money's out there. So I finished 2017, you know, with this idea and decided to give it a go, and here's where we are today. At Burn to Give, we have the mission to inspire people to become active and healthy by feeding those in need. We're basically exercising for a hunger-free world. Leading a healthy and active lifestyle can not only save lives of other people, but can save your own life. Being able to share my story and how I went from, you know, an overworked banker to competing as a world-class athlete is something that I hope inspires others to make that jump and do what they're passionate about and follow their dreams. It's not about being number one, it's not about winning, it's about pushing myself and being the best athlete I can be to inspire other people to push their own limits. It doesn't have to be sports, it can be in whatever they do. If I'm able to do that to at least one person, I consider myself done. My dream would be for Burn to Give to be a global movement, a global community of people burning calories and giving these calories away. My name is Eduardo, and I'm exercising for a hunger-free world.